I welcome you all to this session. So before we are discussing about the chapter 4, that is your IC engine. Before we are discussed, that is your what is IC engine, what are the classification and what are the component of IC engine and what are the function. So today we will discuss about the 14th component, last component, that is your flywheel. What is flywheel? Have you ever heard about flywheel? You may. But what is the function of flywheel? What flywheel is? Flywheel is a heavy wheel that connected at the end of the crankshaft. Okay, and its size depend upon the number of cylinder and general the construction of the engine, that will be depend upon the size of the flywheel will be depend upon. Then what is the function? The function of the flywheel is to store the excess energy. Where it get the excess energy? Only in the 4-stroke engine. The out of 4-stroke, only in the expansion stroke we get the power. Okay, here heat will be converted to work and this work done per second, that will be give you power. So during expansion stroke, when we get the power, the amount of power that will be utilized, but the remaining part, excess part of the energy, that will be stored in the flywheel, and the flywheel store that energy, and when it will be utilized? It will be utilized for the suction, compression and exhaust when the piston needs some work to move up and down. So at that time flywheel give the energy to the crankshaft, from the crankshaft to connecting rod to piston get the power. Okay. And what it will do? It will also maintain the uniform rotation of the crankshaft. How it will maintain the uniform rotation of the crankshaft? That we will discuss. What is the material of the flywheel? Material of the flywheel is your crankshaft. Material of the flywheel is the cast iron. Then what is the use of flywheel? So when the crank will be rotated in one complete rotation, one complete cycle of operation, okay, then what will happen? The torque exerted to the crankshaft, and when the torque exerted during the one complete operation of the engine will be fluctuate causing the change in velocity of the shaft. The velocity of the shaft may be changes. Okay. To maintain the uniformity of the uniform motion of the crankshaft, what you are using? We are using flywheel. So that means flywheel is utilized for uniform torque or uniform motion of the crankshaft, to maintain the uniform motion of the crankshaft. So, okay, how you get the uniform motion? In order to achieve a uniform torque, an inertia of mass in the form of wheel is attached to the output shaft, and this wheel is called flywheel. A single cylinder engine will have larger flywheel, whereas multi-cylinder engine will have smaller flywheel. This is due to the reason that variation of the net torque decreases with increase in number of cylinder in the engine. Thereby the size of the flywheel also become smaller. So what we discuss? We discuss about what is flywheel, what is the function of flywheel, where you can use flywheel, and what is the material. So now last is your crankcase. Crankcase, where your crankshaft and flywheel, these are crank and crankshaft are attached, that is known as your crankcase. It is a cast iron case which holds the cylinder and the crankshaft. It is also serve as a sump of the lubricant system. So according to the lubricating system, the IC engine is divided into how many types? It will be divided into two types. That is your dry sump and wet sump. And what is the material of the crankcase? That is your cast iron or aluminum alloy. Then we will discuss about the IC engine term. What are the terms used in IC engine? Okay. So following nomenclature are used. First you are using your bore. What is bore? The nominal inside diameter of the engine cylinder is called bore. When we are discussing the introduction of this chapter, so at that time I was also discussed that the nominal inside diameter of the cylinder is known as your bore. It will be denoted as D, capital D, sorry, small d, or even maybe capital D. Then is your top dead center. What is top dead center? When piston will be moved up, then The movement of the piston in the upward direction is restricted by top dead center. Why? Because if the piston will be not restricted up to TDC, top dead center, then the piston head will be strike on the cylinder head and it will be create friction, and also some material will be losses if it will be engine will be running or so many times. So that's the reason the piston movement in the upward direction will be restricted up to top dead center, that is known as your TDC. The extreme position of the piston at the top of the cylinder, the vertical engine, is called TDC. In case of horizontal engine, it is called IDC, inner dead center. Then see, this is the diagram, inlet manifold. This is the inlet manifold. Inlet manifold means where air fuel mixture will be come through this passage and inlet valve will be open and it will be entered into the exhaust manifold where the exhaust gas from the exhaust valve will be out. The piston movement from TDC to BDC, that is known as your what that is stroke. When piston is at TDC, the upper head of the piston and the head of the cylinder head, the clearance space is known as your what? This is known as your clearance volume. This is the top dead center. This is the bottom dead center. This is the piston and cylinder. What is bore? Bore, this inner diameter is known as your inner diameter of the cylinder is known as your bore. Okay. So what is BDC? The extreme position of the piston at the bottom of the cylinder of the vertical engine is called BDC, and in the horizontal engine known as your outer dead center, ODC. What is stroke? The distance travelled by the piston from top dead center to bottom dead center is called stroke. That was also discussed. In other words, maximum distance travelled by the piston in the cylinder in one direction is known as a stroke. Either TDC to BDC or BDC to TDC. Any other direction, the distance is known as your what? Stroke. It is equal to the twice of the radius of the crank. So L is equal to 2R. What is clearance volume? As I told, when piston is at the top or TDC, the piston head and the cylinder head, the gap between that is known as what? Clearance volume. The volume contained in the cylinder above the piston when the piston is at top dead center is called clearance volume. Next we will discuss about swept volume. This clearance volume and swept volume will be give us what? Which volume? Total volume. Okay, see the swept volume. The volume swept by the piston during one stroke is called swept volume or piston volume. So see this diagram. Piston move up to what? Piston move up to TDC, top dead center. This is your TDC. This is your BDC. When piston is at top dead center TDC, the gap between the cylinder head, this is the cylinder head, and when the piston is at top dead center, that volume is known as your what? Clearance volume. It is denoted as VC. So what do you mean by volume? Volume is your area into distance. Length is known as your volume. Area unit is meter square. Length or distance unit is meter. So it will be give you meter cube. So what do you mean by swept volume? The piston travel from the TDC to BDC. The distance it cover is known as your stroke. But the volume it cover is known as your what? That is known as your swept volume. So here to here, from TDC to BDC, the volume covered by the piston is known as your what? Swept volume, denoted by Vs. So what is swept volume? Volume is equal to area into how much distance? Piston will be cover how much distance? Piston will be cover the distance, that is the how much area it will be cover? It will cover the area of the cylinder, that is area of the cylinder into the piston will be travel from how much distance it will be cover? TDC to BDC. So that is known as your what? Stroke. Stroke will be denoted as L. So A into L. What is A? A is your pi by 4 D square into L. That will be give you what? Swept volume. So what is the D? Bore is known as your diameter. Nominal diameter of the cylinder is known as your D. So pi by 4 D square L. That will be give you us what? Swept volume. So here to here volume is your swept volume. Here to here volume is your which volume? Swept volume. Here to here volume is your clearance volume. Then what is your total volume? This is your total volume. That is known as your V. So what is your total volume? VC plus Vs. Okay. Okay. Vs is equal to A into L, the piston travel the distance from TDC to BDC, and the volume covered by the piston. What is the volume cover? Area into that length. So how much length it will be covered? Stroke L. And what is the area? Area is the diameter. So that is your pi by 4 d square L. That will be give you the swept volume. What is A? Cross section area of the piston in square meter. DL is the stroke, TDC to BDC in meter. D is the cylinder bore or inner diameter of the cylinder. Cylinder bore or bore को क्या बोलते हैं? Diameter. That we can say diameter. Okay. Next we will discuss about compression ratio. And what we discuss? We discuss about clearance volume and swept volume. So what is your total volume? Total volume may be clearance volume plus swept volume. It will be give you the total volume. Then we will discuss about compression ratio. Then what is compression ratio? Compression ratio is the ratio of the volume when piston is at bottom dead center to the volume of the piston is at top dead center. So that means that is your